Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a simple pair of earrings using quite a few pieces from my stash, but also a few beads from our bargain bead box, Cloudburst. Let's turn down and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I've got a couple of ball head pins. I've got some hexagon framelets, a couple of ear wires, some little horses, some bead spacers, and some oval jumprings. Also from Cloudburst, I've got one of these beautiful crackle lantern beads and one of the little tiny 3mm, or I guess they're 4s. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. This is one of the vitriol ones. See how it, pretty color on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the hexagons, one of the little horses, oops, you come back over here, one of the spacers, and what we're going to do is we're going to hook the, we're going to do the beads up with the lantern on the bottom. Whoa, that fell right off, huh? Is this bead going to do the same thing? Looks like this one has a slightly smaller hole than this one does. That was interesting. We'll get a different bead for that one since it wants to fall off of our either that or we can get a tiny spacer. That might be better. Let's go see about getting a tiny spacer and see if I can get that fixed. So I got a couple of tiny spacers, so we'll put this on the first, and then we'll put the lantern bead on, and that spacer should hold it from falling anywhere. There, like so. Then we'll put this spacer on, and our little guy right here. That will be strung. We will hook that up, and then it will go inside here. Now, because I put the extra spacer on, we can't make it really big. So we will try to make a small wrapped loop here, and we get our bell making pliers out and do our loop here. Now this loop, I'm not going to hook it up to anything. It's going to use a jump ring to go onto our ring, so I can just do it all right now. So we have our loop made. Now I'm going to grab it with a pair of pliers, and then I'm going to wrap it with my second pair of pliers. Okay, I think we're at the end of the line there. So I will grab my flush cutters and we will cut that off right there. Come on, baby. And tuck this little bit in. Wonder if I can get a little bit more of that off. Yeah. Now, as you can see, this is like a little sideways here. See how that jogs sideways? We don't want that, so put our thumbnail here and move this over. Now we've got it in place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a jump ring and hook this into here. Now, because it takes 2 jump rings to make the ear wire be forward facing, this looks like it's a little crooked to me, so I'm going to try and straighten it some. We'll hook this one with the first ear wire, then we'll put a second ear wire in for this, and then we're going to hook this little horse down here at the bottom right here. So he dangles down. So let's get that put together. So we will open our jump ring, put our crystal on, and then our hexagon. Oh, come on, grab. Not quite closed. Better. So then we take the next one and we open it up, go through the one that's already on here, and put on our ear wire. And then the last thing to do is to put our little horse on the bottom here. So open it, go around the ring, and put our little guy on. Oop, come on you. Now, come here, ring. Where'd you go? Ah, he fell off. Okay, so then I'm going to grab the horse first. His piece is a little bit wider than the hexagon, and sometimes it works a lot. See how much easier that was to put that on? Sometimes it's a lot better to put the wider piece on first as opposed to our thinner piece, because it will come on a lot easier. There we go. See, there's our earring. Now we'll do the second. Now, because the horses are two-sided, I'm going to try and remember to face him the other direction, so we have one facing in either direction. But firstly, we'll start by putting our little drop together. And over and around, down, bring her over, straighten her up, and there she is. So now we take hold of it with our pliers, grab our second pair of pliers, and wrap it up. Wanted to make a desperate bid for freedom there. Okay, now we'll cut this extra wire off and tuck that in. Now we'll straighten this little bar piece up. There we go. And now we'll put this one together. Now, as you can see, these pieces can slide around on the hexagon, and that's all right. Though, because of the weight distribution thing, it will they will hang about the right way when you're wearing them, because they're going to try to find a place that's the easiest. It's a given on just about anything you make. Now we have this part done. Now we're going to put the little horse on. Now see how easy that went together when I put the horse in the thicker part on first? That's just frequently the case, because when you put the thicker piece on, when you've got the one on and you need the thicker piece to be put on, sometimes what happens is that the won't let the second piece on. The first piece won't. So you have to rearrange sometimes to get that to work. So anyway, there are our little horse and Cloudburst from Bargain Bead Box earrings. Aren't those pretty? Aren't they cute? I love them. They're not atrociously long, but they are a really cute earring. Now, I am doing a vending at a horse show next week, so I'm going to try and get some horse things made. This is our first pair of earrings in our horse collection, and I think they are very cute. I hope you enjoyed making them with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.